So when you have something like this going on in your body, it's not just in your head and it's not just in your heart. What's happening is that every cell of your body is experiencing the vibration of that uncomfortableness, that pain, that guilt, whatever it is for you. Everything's feeling it. It's not just located in one little place, because it's all of you, and it actually, what I feel is that it actually goes outside of the body as well, that energy, that vibration of what's disturbing you and what's upsetting you. So what we're going to do is we're not going to eliminate anything. We're not going to make the brain be quiet. We're not going to push the feeling away if it feels uncomfortable. And we're not going to move. So what happens is when you're sitting very quietly and intensely with something, and then you decide that you need to scratch your nose, what happens is the mind comes in, it knows that it's scratching the nose, it's touching the nose, there's a sensation in the nose and the fingers and the arm moving and the body adjusting to that, and it pulls you away from the experience that you're having in that moment of turmoil, let's say, upset, really dense tightness in your chest or your stomach or whatever it is. So it's going to disturb what's going on. So the idea is, if you can be as still and as quiet as possible. So tears could be running down your face. You don't wipe them away. You know, your bum might be feeling uncomfortable, or your back when you're sitting. Don't make arrangements to move it. It's just the mind coming in and giving you an idea that you're uncomfortable in your body and you need to shift. And it's not true. You're not going to die if you don't shift. So what I want you to do is be so disciplined that the only intent is for you to be with yourself like 110%. So when you've got this thing going on inside you, I want you to just close your eyes, sit really still, and then I want you to just experience what's happening in the body. So the mind might be telling you this, this, and this. It might be spinning a story. It might be trying to justify whatever's going on, but I want you to just take a breath and breathe and go, oh, it feels a bit uncomfortable in my body. It feels a bit tight. And what you're going to do is you're just going to keep breathing. What is it that I'm feeling? And it's feeling depressed, maybe. You know, maybe it feels like really low and heavy and tingly or hot. Maybe the chest has this like, oh, type of feeling in the breath. And the mind might be saying, oh, you're not good enough. Or you didn't get it right. Or you should be different. And I want you to just allow that to pop in and feel when it says, oh, you should be different, go, and breathe into it. What does that feel like? I should be different. Oh. And then from that will arise, oh, I'm not good enough. And then what does that feel like in the body? So you might feel the sensation of I'm going down and down and down, and that you're feeling more and more vulnerable. You might have the sensation of feel weak around this. I don't feel very strong and capable, maybe. So it's all about the feeling. And then sadness might arise. Anger And you're just going to stay with those things, and you're going to breathe into them. And the sensation around the energy that's happening. And some points you can even go, and what else is there? So I'm just going to be quiet for a little while, and I just want you to explore everything that happens. Allow everything and to dive in. This is who you are. This is what's happening right now. And you're going to be with every part of it. The mind, the body, the sensation, the experience of you. Sometimes the mind can come in and you feel like you're finished. It's not there anymore. And the way that you check in with that is that you go back to the original thing that you were sitting with. And you make the statement, I'm not good enough, or I feel bad, or whatever it is for you. And then breathe and feel into the body and see if it's still there. Where it is in the body. Look everywhere, right down to your toes. Is there any part, any cell that's still vibrating with the energy of, I'm not getting it right, or whatever it is for you? And then if it's there, then you stay with it again. It's like a check-in. can go as deep and as far as you want. You can do a lifelong check and go right back to when it occurred once before. Not the situation, but just the feeling that you had. In other words, let the mind tell you everything, but feel it. Watch how it shifts from one thing to the next and be with that. And the deeper you dive into the experience of what it is that's going on for you, the quicker it will dissolve. Have a yes for diving in, for wanting to know absolutely everything about who you are, because this is who you are until you're not. So whenever something like this arises, at the time when it's the strongest, when the energy is really upsetting you, then you've got to stop. You've got to sit and be with what's happening now and not avoiding it, because that's the best time to dive in, when everything is fresh and bubbled to the top. And then you don't move, and you don't open your eyes until when you're checking in all throughout the body and the mind, and you ask that same thing, whatever was upsetting you, and you bring it to the forefront again. And is there anything there? Is anything going on when that statement of I'm not good enough or I'm guilty? And if you can sit there and everything feels clear and there's a lightness, you can't find that thing that you originally sat with anymore, then you have permission to move and to open your eyes. But until that point, you sit there for however long it takes, hours if necessary. And then if you do get up, you think that it's finished. And then there it is again. It pops back in. Stop. stop and sit and explore it again. It's like never giving up on yourself. You are that important that you want to know everything about who you are to the depths of your being. And it's that form of discovery that will make you sit, wanting to know who you really are. So when I count to 3, we'll finish it here and you can sit with it again later. 1, 2,